Hey beekeepers, it's Christina and Crowley. Welcome back to the channel. Everybody else is out carving pumpkins and our bees are trick-or-treating for Brazilian pepper. In today's video, we're going to do a walkthrough on what's happening, what to look for, and what to prepare for the months ahead so your hives don't turn into a horror story. Let's talk about the pepper flow. So this is our last major flow of the year. It's kind of make or break for beekeepers. This is supposed to last us until the spring, or we're going to have to start feeding. So typically the pepper flow goes from September to October. Some place starts a little earlier, some place starts a little later. This is basically the Halloween candy buffet for bees, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and start with opening up our last frame. Pause 1 second. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with our last frame and pull that up, see how that's doing. A lot of nectar on this side, up here on the top. A good amount of nectar on this frame as well, plus eggs. So that's promising, that looks good. So Brazilian pepper honey is smooth, a little bit light. You may hear some folks say, it kind of burns the back of my throat. It is great for cooking or baking. Popping into our next frame here. Okay, we see some of that capped honey on this end. We see some activity over here. Spin that to you. Look at that. Oh, squished a little bit there, but that's all right. Look how yellow this comb is over here. And I've already pulled our feeder out of here, so I'm going to go ahead and skip through a couple of frames. Just kind of looking for that honey frame, kind of gauging how much space they have on this top, because it is time for supers. All right. This looks great. There's a lot of resources on here, so we can see that they're actively pulling it in. Now you want to make sure that you have enough space in here so your bees don't ghost you. All right, here we are looking at good brood pattern. It's a nice rainbow going on here. Love to see it. We are checking to make sure that we don't have spotty brood patterns on here as we're going through, the end of our queen and bee season. October is kind of, the end of the year, making sure everything is good and not too late for you to be keeping your hive healthy. So we've gone over we need to super. We've gone over that we need space, but not too much space. The last thing we're going to be talking about in our checklist here is mite management. Just because the weather's getting cooler does not mean your mites are sleeping. They're not resting. They don't hibernate. Now is the time to go ahead and get a mite count and keep working on your mite management. It's another example of a beautiful rainbow here where the brood is all at the bottom. We have our resources up at the top. this is what we like to see. You can see here there's a bit of drawing out on that. Now, if you're looking through here and you notice that there's not a lot of pollen, there's a lot of nectar, it may be time to supplement with a pollen substitute. We just want to make sure that we can get our hives through winter. Alright, and now that you have checked your boxes to make sure that they have enough resources, that there's not too much space, but they need more space, we're not risking our bees ghosting us, what we're going to do is go ahead and apply our queen excluder. We have last year's queen excluder already pre-propolised. I like to call that pre-seasoned. Let's go ahead and smoke some of these bees down so we can place it on there. I like to place mine flat side down. What this is going to do is ensure our queen is not coming up to lay in our super box. And again, we are just prepping because this is the last big flow of the season. And we want to get some of that pepper honey for our cooking, for our baking. And then we go ahead and put our lid on. I would love to hear from you on what spooky surprises you have found in your hives. Hopefully not skeletons. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this with all of your beekeeper friends. Happy haunting, and I'll see you in the bee yard.